So we're trying to get Facebook going. Facebook is live. Hi, Facebook. We're trying to get Instagram going at the same time. We've never done both of these simultaneously. So can you see us okay with the camera like this for like Instagram? Because we've never done this before. We've always done it up and down. So if you're joining us on Facebook, you can... Oh, no, we got to switch it. Okay.
Oh, boy.
So this will be interesting.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
now we can read the comments and stuff if you have questions.
So, happy Monday.
It is Monday.
It's a crazy Monday. I'm going to get on here so I can see your comments. We're trying to get all of this set up.
It definitely felt like a Monday.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Thompson. He was letting us know that we were sideways. We appreciate it.
He said, you sideways, go.
So, you got the Facebook comments, right?
No.
That was your job.
They're coming.
You had one job, people. One job.
I had to charge her phone because she never charges it, and that's what we're using here.
But we just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys that we're getting it going. Thank you so much. Chase is here helping us out.
Chase is here.
We're getting it going on both because we wanted to offer this up and open it up to as many teachers as possible that wanted to join. And we know we always get comments that some of you have Instagram, some of you have Facebook. And so we are just doing it both at one time. So why not? So hello, everybody. How are you guys? Let us know in the comments.
Don't take Hope's side, one job, if you only knew. Hi from Orangeburg. We were just there a week ago.
I always take my side.
It's crazy.
That's how
we
it
were
should work.
in Orangeburg a week ago.
Yeah. So anyways, we just want to get on tonight, and this might be something that we do regularly. We wanted to just talk to you guys, open it up, see if this is something that you guys are interested in. We are not going to spend a lot of time focusing on the negative, but it is what is right now in our country, in our world. And we know that probably you guys are like us. You're afraid, you're scared, you're concerned, you have all the worries, you are confused. And we know there is nothing more important than a community. And so we know that teachers have the best community ever. But it's also really difficult to stay in contact with one another when things like this are happening, things like this is happening, and you feel alone. So we just wanted to kind of bring everybody together and
just say hello because we are self-quarantined too, and we need friends.
That's really why we're doing this, guys. We just really need friends. We need a break from one another, and we need you guys. But no, we know that this is about to be one of the most trying times in households, in schools, in districts, in communities. And so we just wanted to see if there was any way that we could serve you guys and kind of have this outlet a little bit.
Yeah, just try to help you guys. I mean, I know some of you, and I'm looking at Facebook as well, some people were in school today. You had 4 kids today, which is crazy. But then you're planning on being suspended next week. But just before we get started, our Get Your Teach On community, we have a resource for everybody.
Oh, yes.
So a lot of our presenters and some of our close friends, some fantastic educators, oh my gosh, some of the best that we know. We've uploaded some free resources online, so you can go to getyourteachon.com for that. Free resources for you to use with your students if your students are using them. If you're a parent, so you can use them that way as well. We want to provide as many tools as we can for you guys to use to make it as easy as possible. I mean, I taught today online, and so we were doing virtual schools today. So teaching's still going.
So we're going to talk about some of that for sure. But let us know in the comments, the baby's asleep.
Baby's sleeping.
Thank goodness. We thought for sure at 7:30, we're like, he does not even look tired.
No.
I got to tell y'all what happened to Maverick today in just a minute. Oh my goodness. But let us know in the comments, are you out of school? Are you still in school? What is your status?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about things? Like, part of this community is you guys interacting. This is kind of our time to be together. And we're thinking about, since we are all stuck in the house, that this might be something that we do on like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just to kind of bring everybody together, since we are all at home. And this is not just about, professional development. And sure, we can talk teaching things, and there's always time to grow. It's actually a conversation we were having today, that this is not a time just to sleep on it. This is a time to still, keep going. And we're going to talk about those things too. But we want to talk about positive things and uplifting things and recipes, if that's what you guys feel like you need to talk about. If you're like, if you're like
recipes?
Me, and you're like,
my hands smell like Worcestershire.
Y'all, we never cook. I mean, this is like so traumatizing. Wade is a fantastic cook, by the way. I am not, but now we're like, oh my gosh, we have to cook. And exercising at home, we can't go to the gym. And how do you keep a 10-month-old entertained when you're stuck in the house all the time and you can't get out and you can't be with friends?
We have so many things to talk about. Jeez Louise.
So, Also, let us know in the comments, because this will be so helpful. If this is something that you would like to see, if you're like, I need this outlet, I need people to talk to, I need to know that I'm not alone in this, I need ideas, I need help, I need whatever, resources from not just one person, because we all have our friends, but from a group of people that can maybe, we always say we're better together. Everybody's better together. So if it's something that you're interested in, we're thinking of doing it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But let us know what time. We're going to go back and look at some of these comments and talk to you guys too, but let us know what time would be most helpful for you guys and when you'll be able to join us.
I really hope you choose when Maverick goes to bed.
It's either, for us, it's either 3 o'clock during his second nap or 8 o'clock when he goes to bed.
Yeah, so those are good times.
Yeah.
So if you like it, because during the day, it is what it is.
Yeah, so we can always do it in the afternoon. We're all stuck in the house. So, but let us know the time. Also, let us know topics, things that we can either find people that can help us out or answer questions about different things. We might potentially have some guests on here, because everybody, again, is stuck inside together. So we might as well just tap into houses across America and see what's going on and see how everybody's losing their mind.
I thought you meant someone was going to come over to my house. I was like, no. Ain't nobody coming over to my house.
We have virtual, capabilities to be able to do those things. So if there's something, again, it can be education related. It can just be survival techniques. It can be whatever, just uplifting things, whatever you guys want to talk about, we can talk about it and kind of organize it for everybody.
Yep, let me go on this real quick, Hope King, before it goes away. All right, so this person asked, best tool for video teaching online meetups for students. So, I mean, what I posted today was just something our school uses, but Zoom is offering a free webinar type program for teachers and schools to use. So I would definitely recommend Zoom. I think that would be the best. I've seen a lot of teachers using that. So Zoom, and it's a free trial for right now. So I definitely would use that. So that's teaching stuff, but yeah.
Yeah. So just let us know things in the comments, and we're going to go back through all of this tonight and start trying to plan and organize all of this. And like we said, we're going to gather resources for you and gather the answers.
They want to cook. So they want a cooking show with Wei King. Oh, that'd be the best.
We'll do a cooking episode one night.
Yeah. I may cook barbecue.
We'll mail you the food. It'll be fine. We'll send a roll of toilet paper along with it. It'll be great. But yeah, those are the things that we just want to do. We just want this to be a time where we can all come together and just kind of have an opportunity to be in community and be together and chit chat and talk, because
thanks, Mr. Thompson. Mr. Thompson says Zoom, y'all, if you don't follow Mr. Thompson, seriously go follow him and ask him questions on Instagram, especially with technology. Like, we joke all the time about Mr. Thompson, but he knows his stuff. So yeah,
he's on Facebook too.
So yeah, Mr. Thompson was Google Hangout. I don't think it was really working too well today. I mean, I don't know if you used it or not, but yeah, he definitely has some great strategies there. Sorry, I saw that pop up, but definitely a great resource if you're trying to do that one-to-one with your kids.
So let me tell you this quick Maverick story to tell you how amazing of a mother and father we are, just real fast. And then we're going to answer just some of your questions tonight, not anything specific, because again, we're going to go back and look at all of the things that you guys want to talk about and organize it so it's not all over the place every night. There's going to be kind of a focus to each episode. But let me just tell you the story today. So we are all quarantined. Is that a surprise to anybody? Here we are, stuck in the house. We do get out to walk away from people. But anyways, we are trying to entertain Maverick, who is 10, almost 11 months old. He is standing. He was standing today for the first time.
Yeah, we let him go.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, I knew it. I felt it last night, and I was like, he's going to be standing by himself in a second, and he did today. Yeah,
so we're trying to entertain him, trying to keep him, he's used to being with other kids and going to church and all the things. And so today we're like, wow, he is being so, well, first of all, let me start here. Last night he was up, like, all night long.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Start with last night, yeah.
It's never happened since, I'm not saying he slept through the night. He just recently started sleeping through the night, but it's never happened since we brought him home from the hospital that he kept us up like all throughout the night. He'll wake up, but he'll go back to sleep. Thank the Lord. So last night he was up and we were like, what is happening? We ended up, which we never do. We never bring him to our bed. No judgment if you do.
I went and rocked him to sleep twice,
tornado.
And it was just crazy.
I mean, it's just not the best for anybody. And so we're like, well, we don't know what else to do at this point because we had been up for several hours. So we brought him to our bed. He went to sleep. He slept. We did not. And then we got up this morning. We were like, we just didn't know if he was teething. We were praying to goodness that it was not an ear infection because nobody wants to go to the doctor right now.
Really, so yeah, I mean, parents, you know your child's crying, and it was definitely one of those painful. Something was wrong, and I was like, oh my gosh, just an ear infection, and we gotta go to the hospital and doctor, and
can you imagine?
We're gonna get the Rona.
Oh my goodness, we were so scared. So, anyways, we're trying to like figure it out. Like, do we just like we're gonna wait it out a couple days, just see what happens, see how if he's normal today. And so we noticed that this child is regular, multiple times a day, regular. And so we were like, we noticed by like probably 1 o'clock that he had not had a dirty diaper. And so we were like, so that must be it. Maybe it was his stomach troubles, which he's had stomach troubles in the past. So I'm like, okay, well, let's give him, we had some prunes from a previous episode in our refrigerator, which he is weird, and the kid will eat anything. Like, he loves prunes.
He loved it. It wasn't just prunes. It was like...
No, it was just prunes.
Pureed prunes.
Yeah, but it was baby food prunes. Like, no, and we had prune juice. My mom was like, you gave him way too much prunes. He's going to be using the bathroom from here until Christmas.
Smooth.
But, so we gave him that, and we're like, okay, let's see if he can, like, process this, and hopefully he'll have a bowel movement. And so then we went on our first walk for the day, came home, he was playing, and we noticed, we're like, oh.
Blowout, oh, no, yeah.
He's sitting very quietly, like, then we start hearing grunting, and we're like, oh, we were so relieved. We were like, praise the Lord, this child is going to have a bowel movement. We're not going to have to, like, go to the doctor, and
and it took a while.
And so we're just like, let him do his thing. You know, I'm not going to change his diaper and then have to change another one, so we're just leaving him. And he loves, like, we need to get the kid a tent because he loves being under things.
Hiding underneath things.
So he's over by our bar stools, and he's underneath them, and we're just like, all right, we can smell it, and we're like, oh boy, here we go.
But I was so happy he was doing that.
And he's a tornado right now anyways, changing his diapers too, kind of like he is in the bed.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, so here we go. Let's just give him a second. And then all of a sudden, he comes out from under the bar stools. And
what was I doing? Was I cleaning or something in the kitchen?
I don't really know how all of this happened, but I somehow, he gets in the cabinets, but we obviously watch him closely.
Oh, man.
And so I was like, I didn't understand, but he had prunes all over his face. And I was like, how does he have prunes all over his, like, it doesn't even make sense how he got into prunes. He wasn't even by the cabinets with the prunes. And then it clicked. That child took his hand, dug in the back of his diaper, and was eating his poop. That's how this day of quarantine has gone for us.
And I'm
like, does he die? Do you die when you eat your own?
No,
like,
listen.
I'm processing so many thoughts.
So I was coming from behind the counter there.
Bad.
Hope is just sitting here. I think she's doing something on her phone, and she's eating, and she looks up and she goes, "He's eating his poo," and I grab him and I'm holding him. He has a blowout on the backside, and she's just standing there. And I said, "What are you doing? Help me!" Like, I think you were in shock.
I was shocked.
I think you were in shock.
Well,
and
I was
like, "What is happening?
Like, do I take a picture of this?
It was the grossest thing.
Is this a monumental moment? Do I need to capture this? How do I deal with this? Like, it is literally seeping out of the back of his diaper. So
he had 2 baths today.
That is how our day went with Maverick.
But his belly is feeling better. And
for all of you homeschooling your kids, we're clearly not there yet. But just know that with a 10-month-old, then you have opportunities for, experiences such as this. I was literally freaking out. I didn't know if they're allowed to eat their poop or not, but I've seen pictures of like these experiences in the crib and things like that. So I figured it was okay, and he's alive right now. So I think we're okay. But anyways, that was our day.
These are our days.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've been trying to stay with the routine.
Yeah.
Day one.
All right. So anyways, that's my story for the day. Let us know your best story in the comments. How was teaching your children, if you're teaching your children? How was being self-quarantined? Are you with your spouse? Are you by yourself? Are they still working? What is happening in your world? And then if you have questions for us, we are happy to answer some questions. Tonight is not going to be super long. Mainly, if you're just now joining us, this is something that we want to do, like we said, on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at a certain time, which we need you to let us know which time is best for you.
3 p.m.
3
or
or 8, because that's when the baby is sleeping.
Yeah.
But just a place for us to come and share stories for the day. If you're going crazy, it feels so much better to let everybody know that you're going crazy. Share your stories. You got to tell somebody. And, a lot of us are stuck in the house with kids. So, anyways, tell us, again, what time works for you and what you want to talk about. A lot of you have requested a cooking show with Wade King.
Yeah, that'll go down.
And so we're going to give you a cooking episode with Wade King.
A wild card challenge for the quarantine. What would that look like?
That'd be good. Exercise. Setting your daily schedule and goals for yourself. We could do a wild card challenge. We'll think about it. Just put it in the comments. Nothing is too crazy. We can do a stand-up comedy show for you.
We could.
Wade can dance. He can teach you some of the most current dances out there.
I can do in-sync
I'm just letting
dances.
you know.
Oh, that's what we'll do next time. We'll do, it's going to be me dance. Funny story.
Everybody's saying 8 o'clock, so it looks like 8 o'clock is the...
I was in the ensemble in high school, but I was also a varsity wrestler, and I played football. But I was in Rent. I was in, what other one? Feed Me Seymour. What movie is that? Or what play is that? Chris, I know you're in here. Feed Me Seymour.
Oh my
Little
goodness.
Shop of Horrors. Duh. Hello. But then we also performed in sync and did the dance and sang songs. There's no VHS of this. I've looked. But we'll find that. So 8 o'clock.
Okay, yep. 8 o'clock seems like the time. Y'all are wanting ideas for recipes. I got it. You want a cooking show with Wade King. Some of you guys still, their spouses are still working every single day. So.
I know, and some people are saying that they're worried because their children have asthma. I'm super asthmatic too.
Yes, that's been one of our biggest concerns, which is why we literally do not go. We haven't gone to restaurants. We haven't gone to the grocery store. Thank goodness for Home Chef. It delivered today. So we're just trying to really, really, really stay like as close to home as possible.
I was just in the ensemble during Rent because it was during wrestling season, so I just sang the songs.
Okay, a lot of you are requesting a quarantine challenge. We can do this. It's not going to be easy though, guys.
Is anyone in here from North Myrtle Beach? Do you remember when we did Little Shop of Horrors? When we did Rent, when we sang the songs from Rent, when we did NSYNC? Because if you are in here...
You've dropped by like 700 viewers just talking about this stuff.
Well... I want a VHS of that.
Okay. Well, nobody in here has a VHS of it.
Oh, they may.
All right. So let's see. I'm trying to see cooking. Ideas to teach online tiny humans. We can do that. We will give you some ideas, and we will gather some ideas that we've seen from people are literally posting so many free things and free resources and strategies and all the things. So hopefully you found some really good resources. Get your teach on.
Lanisha's in here.
Yes.
And that's who I was talking to with the Rent thing. But
okay.
Yeah, so Lanisha's uploaded so
they have a pandemic unit.
Yeah, they have a pandemic
which
versus epidemic unit, which is awesome and perfect. Katie Mincy, she's uploaded some things
Amelia,
as well.
Capitosta, Greg Coleman, along with so many partners who are just offering free like Brain Pop is free. What? That is such a great resource for kids.
Stream that on TV.
And I know that some of you, we totally get it.
Right.
That some of your kids do not have devices and technology. So we're going to talk about some of the challenges with that and some of the things that we've seen out there that people are doing. That is really, really great stuff. So that will definitely be some things that we share probably sooner than later because we know these are the things that you guys need to get to them soon. And then we'll get into some challenges and I don't know. We'll have some fun with it.
Cindy says I need to stop touching my face.
True.
It's true.
We haven't been anywhere though.
I did just we've only been in here, but we wash like crazy and
my skin's gonna fall off my hands.
I feel you, Cindy.
I'm convinced it's gonna fall off my hands. So these are all really good suggestions. I'm looking back through them. So again, one more time, and this one's gonna be a short one tonight, but let us know what you would like to see, some things that you need to help you out. If there's a specific age group of kids that you're working with at home.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying not to touch my face. Like I almost did.
No, we cannot come and babysit your children. No, we will not virtually babysit your children. We can clearly, do you really, after the story that I told, do you really want us watching after your children? I don't think so. So, yeah. Everybody, a lot of people are out of school.
I know. So what time does everybody wake up in the morning then? Do you try to keep on a normal routine? What do your routines look like? What's your routine? What did you set for yourself?
Yeah. So one thing that we have really, and this can be something that we talk about too, is kind of how we're managing all of this. And so we can get into more detail later, but we have 100% kept our routines, like 100%. That is one thing. Number one, keeping organized, because I feel like when you're in the house all the time, if things get all cluttered just because everything's unorganized and it's a mess, then the way that you think is going to be unorganized and a mess. And I just did not want that stress. And so one thing that I've always done since Maverick was small is I clean the house every single night. Not like from top to bottom, but I clean the house. I like vacuum the floors because he eats everything off the floors. including his poop, as we told you today, and the cabinets and wiping everything down. And I make sure that all the housework is done 100% before the morning. And I've always done that, so that way when I got up in the morning, I didn't have to think about trying to get the house clean and trying to do all the things while watching him. And so that is one thing that I've kept intact, even though we have all day that I could clean. But I'm like, I want to get up in the morning and know that everything is a fresh start, ready to go. Here we go. It's another day.
That's what you've always done.
And so that's what I've always done. Yeah. On the weekends, and this is something really great, this is a silver lining, is when Maverick's going down for his first nap, that's when we do our workout. And so now that he's home full time, we play with Maverick in the morning, we sing songs, we read books, we do all the things. And then when he goes down for his first nap, we work out. And then we get a shower, we eat lunch, we do all the things before he wakes up. And so we just kind of kept that rhythm going every single day so that our stuff is kind of out of the way in the morning, and then we can focus on work during his second nap, or getting things, cleaning out rooms or cleaning out whatever we're doing in the house, or taking a nap or watching a movie or whatever.
We went on a walk. Yeah, we walk out. If it's sunny outside, we'll go for a walk outside. But when we were walking outside, we said how important it is to not take advantage of this time and just do nothing.
To take advantage of this time.
Well, not take advantage of just being
I see what you're saying.
Sitting and doing watching TV 24, because that's easy to do. So taking advantage of that and understanding that we need to prioritize our time. But yeah, I mean, we are home, so we got to entertain ourselves. But
I just don't want to come out of this 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 8 weeks. Because let's be realistic, people. I mean, like, we can't, as much as I'm not going to buy into everything that's trying to scare us on social media, but there are realities. And and they're harsh realities right now, but we have to recognize that this is the new normal for a while. And so I do not want to come out of, let's just say it is 8 weeks. That is a long time. I don't want to come out of 8 weeks and be like, man, I just wasted 8 weeks of my life. Like, just because the world outside is stopping and telling us that we can't go to restaurants and we can't hang out with people and we can't go to gyms and we can't, does not mean that our lives have to stop. And so that's one thing that we were even strategizing with. What are things that we can get done? How can we get on top of things before, this 8 weeks is over? How can we start on new things and really brainstorming new ideas for new content or new sessions or new things that we can help you out with to get your teach on? Or what can we do to really stay motivated? I want to come out of this, however many weeks it is, and say, wow, I accomplished so much. Time is always a gift. Like, time is always a gift.
You gotta maximize every minute that you have.
And I know that, like, we're worried, we're missing our kids, we're worried about them eating, we're worried about where they're going to get food, if they're going to be safe, who's going to take care of them. Like, we have so many things on our minds. And I'm not saying just consume all of that with work and staying busy, but time is a gift. And so we're looking at it as Wade would not have been home right now. He would have been teaching, which he would much rather be like. That's what he's been. That's what we've been called to do.
I'm still teaching, but it's not. Different. It's not the same at all. I mean, it's totally not the same. I mean, we're just trying our best just to keep the content going.
Yeah, and so like, how can we take the most advantage of this time? So that when we're done and we're all celebrating that this is over and that we've survived and we made it and here we are on the other side, because there will be another side. There will be the other side.
You got to crush it. I mean, and if you're at home by yourself, I mean, that's what this is for. This is for that community to be able to kind of uplift each other and keep each other motivated. It'd be very easy to get in a rut of sitting, watching TV, eating. Like, I would eat everything if I didn't hold myself accountable. Same. And so one thing that I've even done is I'm using the Weight Watchers app just to make sure. I mean, that sounds silly, but the small little goals, it can definitely help your mentality during this time period. So set small goals for yourself and try to prioritize and hold yourself to those goals. But
it is easier to do with people. And so I love the idea that some of you said that it would be great to do a quarantine challenge, because I know if I'm part of a challenge, I'm going to be like, the crew is depending on me. Like, my people are like, all of my community's depending on me, and if I don't do it, then what am I gonna say? And so I love a good challenge, and so we will definitely think on that, and we can pull something together that we can all do as one, which I think is really great, because it's like a great check-in, especially since we are gonna have so much time and we are gonna talk to you guys a couple of days a week. It's just a great way to check in and see how you guys are doing.
A weekly chat, like it could be like a 7-day challenge, and you try to stay consistent with that.
Because small, I mean, because listen, Small goals and baby steps are going to be what's so important with this, because it's going to be so easy just to dive into the slump and just give up on all the things and say, I'm just going to sit here and Netflix and do, which is fine. Like to do that some and to self-care and to take time. Like I've watched movies and I haven't watched movies in a very long time. And so I love doing that, but that is not what we are consuming our whole life with. And that could very easily happen. And I feel like once I start it, it's like a downward spiral.
Oh my gosh.
I can't get out.
I love TV more than anybody. And like I would just sit and watch and watch and watch, like I'm looking at it right now. Like I would just watch it all the time. But
so we will get a challenge together for you guys, and we will also coordinate some material for these episodes, give you some of the things that you're looking for, give you some ideas for different things, education related, not education related, and just spend time talking with you guys. We're going to answer more of your questions. This was just kind of getting the feelers out there to see if this is even something that y'all would be interested in.
Make sure you check on your neighbors. Make sure you check on.
Don't go to their house though.
Make sure you check on your friends, your coworkers, those type of people. Just
also
see. I mean, it's very mentally hard.
A lot of us, and I know a lot of teachers, all of us have platforms. And even if you're like, oh, well, I don't have a certain number of followers, I don't have the swipe up feature, I'm not an influencer, everybody's an influencer. Like every single person, every single human influences somebody else. Encourage people to do their part with this. I think that is the biggest thing, is that we all have to truly come together. We have to stay at home if we can stay at home, not get out if we don't have to get out. I know that some people are still working, some people are still in school, and you have to do what you have to do 100%. But encourage young people, encourage people who have the mentality that, oh, I'm not afraid of this virus. It's not, I'm young, I'm going to be fine.
Right?
Like have friends, and I'm sure you all have friends too, that their children have cancer. And their children have heart problems, and their children have asthma like Wade suffers with. And we have grandparents. And I saw something that was so powerful to me, is that our grandparents in that generation went to war for us. And all we have to do, I think it was Kristen Bell. I love Kristen Bell. All we have to do the same for them in return to something, it's like sit on the couch, stay home. Like they had to go and risk their lives for us. And all we have to do in return to
what we're trying to
protect them is literally stay home.
They stated today that millennials can be the ones who really, really change the outcome of how long this could last. And that is a fact. I mean, we 25 to 35-ish year olds, we have the power to have that influence, to speak that life into people that all these doctors are trying to tell us, and we are trying to save the greatest generation and then their parents as well. World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, I mean, you name it. And all we have to do is do our part and not act so prideful, like we're so immune, and a lot of us are. But at the end of the day, we still carry this thing. And so...
Yeah. And so, the point is that everybody can influence somebody in a positive way. And, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, 8 weeks. Oh my gosh. When Trump addressed the nation today, he said that potentially it could be July or August, not saying that these conditions would be then. But if people would just do their part, the reason that it would go that long is because people are testing the waters. Oh, I've got to have this. Oh, let me just go here. Oh, I really just want to grab a coffee. And we all want coffee. Like everybody wants coffee. Everybody wants to get out of their house.
I want it.
Everybody just wants to get out of their car and go somewhere, and we get it. But we have to do our part. And so I think the number one thing that we can do is we're influencing the next generation as educators, and we have parents who are watching us, and we have so many people whose eyes are always on us. And so the best thing that we can do is to really encourage everyone to do their part and stay at home if you can. And let's
just stay away from people.
Yeah.
Just stay away from people.
Yeah. Even so, social distancing, yes. But they're saying the best way to do that is just to stay at home. And so that is what Wade and I have committed to. And it's hard already. And so that's why we wanted to create this, is so that people could come together and feel like you had a little bit of an escape from the house for a little while, if that's even a thing. So, So anyways, we're going to go back through all your comments though. And, we'll be back on Wednesday night at probably 8 o'clock. We'll let you know.
Yep.
But it looks like most of you said 8 o'clock. And so with our first episode, we'll let you know what the content's going to be based on your comments. We'll probably focus on resources for your students, because we know that's the thing that you guys need the most right now.
Yep.
That's kind of the most pressing issue. And so we'll talk about some school situations and things that we know about and things that we've seen, and shout out a bunch of amazing educators who are creating insane resources for you and your kids, even kids who don't have social media not social media. They shouldn't have social media, but especially with younger kids, but don't have access to internet. So we will talk about that. But we are sending y'all so much love, so many prayers. We know this is so hard. There's no way around that. And so please feel free to reach out to us.
It's not hard yet. It's going to get hard.
It's already hard for me. I like to go. So it's already hard for me. But we're here together to encourage one another. Yep. And even if that's what this is just about, is us getting together to encourage one another. Find your people in the comments. Check on people, like Wade said. Don't take a little text message for granted. That can totally change somebody's day. It's the small things right now. And maybe this will get us in a habit of going back to those small things that really make a big difference in people's lives every day, that we can continue to practice as we get past this and as we're back in the real world and things start getting busy. Maybe we'll remember just to take those small moments to our best advantage. So anyways, we'll be back Wednesday. Come hang out with us. Tell your teacher friends. The bigger that we build this community, the more fun that we're going to be able to have. I don't know. Maybe we can come up with some kind of prize for the challenge winner. I don't know. We're going to think of something. Fun. Y'all know we like a good challenge and we like a good prize. So we're going to think of some fun things for you guys. A lot of questions, too, about Get Your Teacher On National Conference. So I just wanted to address that before we head out. As of right now, it's still on. We are speaking it into existence. We are keeping the planning going. We have full intention of being there with everybody. And so that is where we are with things right now. Obviously, we'll fully communicate any change in plans as we go. It's a day at a time.
No reason to change anything yet. So, yeah, it's still going.
So we love you guys. Stick together. Celebrate each other. Lift each other up. Staying positive, I think, is one of the most important things that we can do right now. And that's what we're going to try to do. It's not going to be easy, but we're going to do it together. Yep. So we will see you guys on Wednesday, most likely at 8 o'clock. But we will let you know the final time. Come join us. And we hope you have a great Tuesday. See you then. Bye guys.